Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Restful Sleep MD show. Question: is it possible to sleep train without the cry it out method? I'm here to tell you absolutely yes. I'm Dr. Funke Afolabi Brown. I am the founder of Restful Sleep MD and the host of the Restful Sleep MD show. And we gather here to help families change their relationship with sleep so that they can thrive and live their fullest potential. And so today we're going to be tackling a very important topic that's actually near and dear to many hearts of many moms. And that's sleep training your baby. It's such a big deal. Do not be afraid. Fear not. I'm not telling you you have to do the cry it out method. In fact, we're hardly going to be talking about the cry it out method. Instead, we're going to be exploring two gentler alternatives that can help your child sleep better so that you can also get the sleep that you need and you absolutely deserve. So, to even get started, I think it's important that we explore what is sleep training? What does that even mean? Now, this is a word that's thrown around frequently. And what it simply is it's all about teaching your child healthy sleep habits so that they can sleep independently and still be able to respect their needs and still be able to meet their emotional needs as well. And it doesn't always involve leaving them in the room to cry all night long, because that's something that breaks the hearts of most moms that I work with. And so, what's the cried out method? It's gotten a really bad rap, but it's literally a method that involves you after the beautiful bedtime routine. You put your child in their crib and you step out of the room, and then you come back in the morning. And so they'll cry until they eventually fall asleep, but you don't go in. And again, this is hard for most parents who have a hard time hearing their kids cry. And so we'll talk about two other types. The first is the check-in method. We also call it the Ferber method. And it's a great way to start, especially if you want a gentler approach. So here is how it works. Basically, you start with a very consistent bedtime routine. You put your baby down. They say maybe drowsy but awake. I just think awake and relaxed, right? Because you have to be careful that they don't fall asleep while you're holding them. And so you put them there and then you leave the room. And then after that, you pop back in after a few moments. You just offer some soothing words. You may just give them a reassuring touch, and then you step back out again. And then you gradually increase the time between those check ins. And many kids tend to tolerate this. Some kids lose it when you come back in. So, in that case, you may want to try the camping out method. And so, what is the camping out method? We also call it the chair method. We call it the shuffle. You may hear the graduated extinction method. That's something that we call it within the scientific field. And so, really, the check-in method is establishing, a bedtime routine like you would. You place the baby in their crib while they are still awake and just relaxed. And then what you do as a parent is you sit in a chair next to the crib until your baby falls asleep. Okay. And then over the next few days, maybe every 3 to 5 days, depending on what you feel works for you kind of move that chair gradually further and further away from the crib. And this tends to be, again, more tolerated. Some babies don't like it because you're present and you're not really doing much, right? But so, all in all, why do we think that sleep training is good? I think it's great because finding a method is possible. Finding what works for you, what aligns with your family's values is helpful. But you're also getting the benefit of teaching your child how to self soothe, right? And it's all about building trust, it's all about building security, which your child needs for their emotional well being. Now, it's not for everybody. Every baby is different. It's really important to be in tune with what's going on. So if you get to a point where things are not going smoothly, you're feeling overwhelmed, first check in with your child's pediatrician, make sure everything's okay. And then, second, don't lose hope. Don't give up. If they give you the go ahead, here are some tips that can really set you up for success. The first is be consistent with the routine. That's really important. You may need to adjust the timing if you need to. And then also consider the fact that teething illnesses and things like that could also affect sleep training. So you need to be flexible. Even with the gentler methods, your baby might still cry. It's really important to know that. And so it's very important that you know your baby, right? So you can differentiate between the different cries, right? Sometimes they're crying because they're expressing their needs. Sometimes they're crying because they're fussing and they're protesting against this new way of doing things, right? And it's okay to comfort them. You are the parent, right? Go with what your instincts tell you, right? And as your baby grows, as you maintain this consistency, as you follow your baby's cues, as you maintain the routines, your baby will become more and more independent when it comes to their sleep habits. And then the other thing I want to say is be flexible, adapt the approach as needed for you. You don't have to follow a script if it doesn't align with your value, because there's no one size fits all approach when it comes to sleep training. There's no one size fits all approach when it comes to any baby at all. So finding the method that works, right? Adapting it to what suits your baby, what feels more organic and natural to you is really important. Whether it's the check-in method, whether it's the camping out method, whether it's the no cry method, where you really are just responding to your baby's needs right away. The key is really nurturing your child's sleep while nurturing their emotional well-being. And whether it's going back to cry it out, if that's something that you feel you absolutely want to give it a shot, then absolutely do so. There's no one that stops you. So that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. I would love it if you hit that like button, if you subscribe to our channel for more sleep tips. And also, can you please get this word out? Share your experience, share your questions, share this with moms in your world that you know would benefit. And then the other thing is we're open. The Restful Sleep Place is a virtual sleep practice where we address sleep needs in children and young adults. So we're seeing patients in California, in New Jersey, and in Pennsylvania. Sleep is key, and we want to help you figure out the best choice for your child, for your little one. We want to figure out what's going on with their sleep that's keeping everyone awake at night. And we want to do it in a way that aligns best with your family's needs. And that's what we do at the Restful Sleep Place. You feel heard, you feel seen, and we tailor our approach to what suits you, not just something that's scripted, but really what suits you, your family's needs. How do you get to us? I want you to go right to our website. It's therestfulsleepplace.com, therestfulsleepplace.com, or give us a phone call, 215-607-8297. It's been so fun hanging with you today. Remember, you're not doing this alone. We're here to help. There's so many resources on our website as well as our YouTube channel. So until next time, I hope you rest well.